In today's video, we're going to talk about getting you unstuck and how I got myself unstuck and made the necessary changes in my life, personal and business, to get me to where I need to be. What's up, Team Spencer? How is everybody doing on this beautiful hump day? Hey, TQ, you want to say anything? TQ's currently cooking herself some lunch, and I'm hoping she's cooking me some, but I only seen one piece of chicken in there, so I don't know.
It's a big piece of chicken.
It's a big piece of chicken?
Big piece of chicken.
Like how big?
Enough for everyone.
Everybody's invited over for chicken. No, guys, as you've seen the title of the video, we are talking about making changes in your life to get you to where you need to be. And this can be personal, it can be health-wise, it can be business, it can be whatever. A lot of you don't know, but years and years and years and years ago, actually, we lived in the projects, guys. We were financially struggling. We were financially hurting. The jobs just weren't paying. You know, this was when I was making like $8.50 an hour, maybe $8.75. TQ was probably making right around the same thing at the time when she worked at the pet store. We had Miley. We were financially struggling as a young married couple. We did not foresee a recession happening also, 2007, 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12. Those were very, very bad times. I mean, up until 15, 16, 14, 15, 16 in that general area, the economy was in bad shape, guys. If you don't remember, some of you may be too young. But for us adult guys that went through it, it was a bad time, guys. I mean, bad freaking time. So financially, we were struggling. We went ahead, we got assistance and moved into a project apartment, basically, for a little while. We ended up living there maybe a little less than a year. I think about 11 months before we got back on our feet enough that we could, financially afford to live in an apartment-type house. So we were there a short time, but we were at that point in our life, guys. And I'm only sharing this with you because some of you guys financially may not be where you want to be right now, or struggling, or your housing situation is not what you want it to be. And I did not want to live there. I didn't want to live in the projects. We had no issues living there, but it was not where I wanted to live and not where I wanted to raise my kids. So I busted my freaking tail. TQ busted her tail, and we got ourselves out of that situation, that we were temporarily in. But I'm sharing this with you guys so that if any of you are in the same situation, you're living in a bad neighborhood, a neighborhood that you don't want to raise your kids in, your housing situation is very subpar. I mean, bad to the point where you need to make a change. Guys, I'm telling you right now, you have to do it up here, and you have to do it yourself. If you're waiting on somebody else in this life to come and give you that magic handout, it is not going to freaking happen. It very rarely ever happens. Nobody is going to save you. You have to make the change, okay? In 2012, I decided I no longer wanted to work for other people. I wanted to work for myself. So I asked my wife that we call TQ, hey babe, can I have 5 years to start this business up? She wasn't so sure of it at first, I'm not going to lie, and I wasn't 100% sure of it either, but I wanted something for myself. And I knew if it would fail, it would be on me. So in 2012, I made the decision. I took the leap. I had a push mower. I had a trimmer. I had a push broom at the time. I didn't even have a blower. I had a pickup truck. And that was pretty much about it, other than like the little necessities, 2-cycle oil, gas cans, things like that. So I was going to tackle the world of lawn care with just that. A push mower and a John Deere trimmer. Long story short, push mowing lawns sucks and you don't want to do it for very long. So we started using the garden tractor. We used that for one season, got us through that year. The next season I went ahead and bought a Toro time cutter, 50-inch, zero turn. That took my business to the next level. We ended up using that for roughly about 3 years. I beat the crap out of this thing. I broke this thing. I fixed this thing. But it was a heck of a mower. It helped take my business from here to here. And that was a residential model, stamp deck, nothing special, 24 horsepower Kawasaki engine. And I still to this day absolutely love that mower. Fast forward again, we needed to upgrade. We were getting bigger and bigger. We went ahead and bought the 2016 Skag Cheetah, guys. Great mower, Cut quality is magnificent. Ended up having some issues that, if you want to look back at those, it is what it is. I have nothing against them. They still make a great mower. It's just more of the personal side of things that needs some work over there before I would ever consider that side of things again. Fast forward again, we went ahead and sold off the Skag Cheetah. We moved on up to the Exmark 60. We have the 27 horsepower Kawasaki on that model, I believe it is. 26 maybe. I don't remember. Haven't looked at it in a minute. But long story short, we're to present day 2019. We currently service just under 70 residential and commercial properties on a weekly basis. We do not tend to go with bi-weeklies at all. But hopping back into where the video is now, I wanted to show you guys how I went from starting off to where I am now. And it's not just lawn care, guys. This all started off with business and my personal life and health also. So let's pump the brakes for a minute, rewind back to 2012, okay? I'm not happy. I'm miserable inside of a factory working. I need to make a change in life, guys. And was this change easy? No, it was not. It was not easy going from getting a weekly paycheck, even though it was very minimal, to, hey, now I'm going to be hurting for a while to grow this thing. But I see the long-term goal in my mind. I see where I want to be, and I think I can definitely do it if I put my 100% heart into it. So I needed to make a change. And that change went from just talking, I want to start a lawn care business. I want to start a landscaping business. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I had to put action into those words, if you know what I'm saying. So I went ahead, left the job that I was unhappy with, and started my lawn care landscaping business. So a couple years into the lawn care and landscaping business, I realized I need to buy a better zero turn. This was a lot of money at that time, guys. We weren't bringing in much income at all at this point. We may still even been in a loss or showing a loss on the taxes at this point. But I needed to buy a zero turn mower. And what could I afford? $4,300 Toro Time Cutter. That's what I could afford. It came with a bagging system. It came with a mulching system. It just was what I could afford at the time. So I went ahead and bought it cash outright, paid up front, boom, picked it up, and it took my business to the next level. Did I take a chance? Yes, I took a chance. That mower could have crapped out on me. I could have blown the engine up, yada, yada, yada. But you have to take chances in life, guys. If you're not willing to take a chance or leap, you're not going to get anything in return. So 2016 for my business was like that really big pivotal point, guys. I was right there, 4 or 5 year mark. That's where they say you're getting over the hump, and success generally follows after that. If you can get beyond those years, as long as you keep your debt in check, you're normally pretty freaking good. So 2016 was a huge year for me. Our business ended up pretty much doubling in size of what we could do mowing wise, because we went from mowing, 7 to 10 lawns a day, depending on what commercial days there were, to now we could mow double that, guys. And it took my 5-day work schedule down to basically about 3 days. And even when it was super dry, we could get it done in about 2.5 days. And this was when I had, I believe it was Sean at the time. We were knocking 20, 22 out a day, me and him together, no problem. So going from that residential model to the commercial model, we sped up. We went from a 24 horsepower to a 36 horsepower, from a 50-inch deck up to a 61-inch deck. I don't remember what it even had now. But it substantially made our business more profitable and faster. With that growth came realization that, I could no longer give an employee 5 days a week. So I had to learn from that mistake there. And that was a chance I took, guys. It's all about taking chances. So let's fast forward to late 2016, early 2017. I realized after finishing up 2016, busting my butt, that my health was getting out of hand. My weight was going up, up, and up, and up, and up. And, my workload was going up and up and up and up. And I was finding it extremely hard to be able to do those jobs. So I realized, after I've been dieting my entire life, guys. In high school, I was always in pretty good shape, but I lifted a lot. I power lifted a lot. I was probably one of the strongest kids in my grade level, if not in the entire high school, guys. As a freshman in high school, and I'm not gloating whatsoever, but as a freshman in high school, I could bench 300 pounds, and that's no BS. And it was just putting in the work. Me and my buddies that I hung out with, we like lifting. So my health was a big deal back then. We always stayed in really good shape, working out with my buddy Cameron in his basement and, in the neighborhoods and everything. It was no big deal. But becoming a father, a husband, a business owner, stress, I'm making excuses here, but these are life and reality that millions of people go through. It took its toll on me, and health just didn't become a priority with me. So late 2016, 17, I realized, I'm not going to be able to do this very long if I keep my health in the same situation that I'm currently in. I was roughly about 306 pounds, guys, in about that time, okay? So what I did, guys, is I made the choice, and I took a chance. I said, I need to have gastric bypass done. You hear the stories of failure and people that gain all the weight back, yada, yada, yada. That can definitely happen. And I know that. But I still had to take the chance to better my life, better my business, and to better just everything around me, my family life, business, just everything, okay? So I went ahead and I took that chance, okay? I went ahead and had the gastric bypass after about a year of dieting, going to multiple doctor's visits, and I kept this hidden from everyone. I kept it hidden from you guys. My parents didn't even know about it. Savannah was pretty much about the only person that knew about it for probably about 16 months that I was going to have this done. So after months and months of dieting and doctor's appointments and psych evaluations just to make sure you're right up here and you know exactly what you're getting yourself into, I got approved to have the gastric bypass surgery done. I went to Summa Health up here in Akron. Great doctor. I met with a young guy, probably late 30s, early 40s, somewhere around there. His name was Dr. Posgay. Great gentleman. He really helped get me through all of the doubts that I had in my own mind, am I going to die? There are people that have passed away from this surgery. But he really just made it very clear to me, hey, you're going to better your life. I believe you can do it. I think you have the right mindset and the right reasons to have this done. Of 2017. Right, babe?
Yeah.
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 So went ahead and had the gastric bypass done December 6th of 2017. Best decision I ever made. Was it hard? Yes, it was extremely hard. More mental than anything. For the first 9 months, you're not really hungry whatsoever. I mean, I literally could go days and days without eating if I wanted to. I didn't do that. You have to make yourself eat the little bit that you can. But I dropped a substantial amount of weight along with working out at home here, walking on the treadmill, a little bit of weight training here or there. I was able to get myself down to right now I sit anywhere from 185 to 192. I fluctuate kind of between there. So having the gastric bypass done was a huge decision in my life, guys, that I did not know if it was going to work or not. It was taking a chance. I took a leap, and so far, so freaking good. I am super happy, and I would highly recommend it to anybody that is looking into it that is in the right mindset. They know exactly what they're getting themselves into, realizing the surgery is not an end-all, be-all. You are going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to control what you're eating. I have to make decisions every single day, guys. If I want to eat 10 oatmeal pies or do I want to eat a chicken breast? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't change up here. It can help down here to control how much you can eat, but it cannot change up here, your mind telling you, hey, let's just eat that whole tub of ice cream or whatever. Don't get me wrong. I can't eat ice cream. I'll get sick as a dog. But making changes, guys. I got a buddy right now. He's 33 years old. He has a good job, multiple kids. He's not happy with where he is in life. Guess what he decided to do? He's going back to college. He's going to pursue the dream that he has of trying to become a high school coach, college coach, whatever. He loves coaching, but in coaching, you pretty much have to have the education side of things. So he's 33 years old. He made a decision. I need to freaking go back to school. I need to achieve my dreams. And I'm just sharing this with you guys because if you're not happy, you have to make the decision to make the change. Nobody else is going to do with it, and that has to do with business, financial, personal, health, anything, guys. Only you can control what you want to do in your life. So, with this being said, guys, I hope you can take something from it. I couldn't really do the video I wanted to today. It's pouring down rain outside. But, as always, keep mowing, keep growing, keep making money, boys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.